Also on the 5th, we have Fractal Beyond the Void, and this plays 1 to 4 players and takes about 60 to 180 minutes to play. And this game combines 4X with a story-driven legacy campaign, and I don't think they mean that there's going to be any component destruction when they say legacy. I think they just mean that the choices you make are going to determine the future of the game, and that's going to change the landscape and the problems that players encounter, and it's going to create a world with some different variables that the players are going to have to adapt to. But in this game, a ruling power has crumbled and players are all competing civilizations trying to establish themselves in the galaxy as the new ruler. Players are going to be discovering a lore spanning thousands of years, and it's going to feature cosmic gods, fallen empires, and warring civilizations. The art in this game looks incredible, and players will be playing as their own faction with their own unique abilities and political ideologies, as well as their own strengths and weaknesses in battle. This game features a low-luck battle system that doesn't use any dice, but the nice thing about it is that it still isn't completely deterministic, because there's still going to be some bluffing and deception that the players are going to be able to perform to add an edge to their side. And to gain victory points, players are going to be trying to complete objectives in some different areas, and there's 5 in total, and those are exploration, production, imperial, military, and scientific developments. The actual objectives can vary each game because they are associated with some different objective cards that are drawn randomly. This game does offer a few modes of play. There is a campaign, and then there's also a solo, cooperative, and 1 versus many mode that players can explore. And I know that this game is going to be compared to Voidfall because they're released very close to each other, so if you want to see more about Voidfall, you can go ahead and check my last video because I went into detail on that. But if you're wondering which one I would bet as the more complex and which one's more easier to play, I would say that Voidfall is probably the more complex option, and this one is probably a little bit more accessible. And I just realized while saying that I can just go ahead and check the weight rating on BGG, which is a little bit subjective, but it does give us a good idea. And the Fractal does indeed have a 3.6, while Voidfall has 4.38. So yeah, if you're looking for something a little bit more intensive, then Voidfall might be a good option. But if you're looking for something a little bit more accessible, then Fractal might be an option. But of course, go watch my previous video and compare it with this one because there are a lot of other differences as well.